Welcome back, friends. This is our last part 5 in the spring session, week 1, Wood 101 lecture series. We have explored spring health. We've explored the wood elements, its concordance, the alchemical processes, the consciousness. Now it's like, what do we do with this? So we're going to take this all into a dive into what to do to support spring health. So everything that we do at this time of year is highlighting on the wood element and the organs. So the themes we've talked about and supporting the vital organs that carry those themes through our physiology and our consciousness. We want to look at things from a holistic approach. Even though we're focusing on wood element, we're looking at how the wood energy interacts with all the other elements and all the other aspects of our body. Also looking at mental, physical, and emotional aspects. So we're going to be exploring the attitudes, the belief systems, the consciousness, as well as the physiology and the function of these energies within our body. So as we work together over the next 8 weeks, we'll be looking at daily ideas and concepts to keep our minds thinking along these lines and budding into new potential. So this last Wood 101 talk for this week 1 is going to give you an idea of where we're going to be theming our practices for the next 8 weeks. Movement. We've talked about how the wood energy is all about movement inside the body, upward directing, as well as the physical, tangible movement towards our process or how we move in life. One of the things that you can be starting to think about over the next few weeks is to incorporate brisk active walking daily. This is something all of us can do and make time for, which is really going to help get the blood moving and get the energy moving and get us mentally and emotionally ready for direction and action as well. Thinking about adding in a little bit of cardio as well to get the blood pumping and to start to feel more flexible and more capable is a powerful thing to do during spring. Knowing that this is a time for flexibility, we want to think about daily stretching. So you're going to be learning a lot of Dao Yin practices, which are completely safe and no matter what your level of health is, are going to help you increase flexibility and quality of movement in your life. And then from a psychological standpoint, we really want to start thinking about action steps towards our goals, sorting through the seeds of our ideas. So knowing that we might have 20 ideas that we want to bring to manifest, but figuring out which 3 or 4 of them really are connected to our purpose and truth and that we really want to commit to growing with this year. And then we're looking at tilling and prepping. So prepping our body, cleansing it, clearing it, getting it strong, getting it ready to hold the ground to grow the gifts of our creations throughout the years. And then by the end of or the middle of our session, we're going to look at planting some of these seeds and putting some action behind them, whether they be new habits for health, new potentials for creativity, or new explorations of yourself and your soul purpose. We'll also be looking at cleansing with foods. So looking at this general rule of thumb that over the next 8 weeks, we can eliminate the bulk of heavy foods. That includes dairy, meat, things that are really kind of heavy and salty and dense. We want to eliminate those being our basis for our diet. I'm not saying you need to go 100% without them, but cutting back. And if you can, go without them. You'll be strong, you'll survive. Eliminating processed foods and sugars, adding in more green foods, reducing or eliminating alcohol use or drug use. So this could be recreational drugs or prescription drugs. Obviously, if you're taking prescription drugs and need them to sustain yourself, making sure you're maintaining your regimen, but looking at certain things that you might not need and how to cut back or pull them back at this time of cleansing and renewal. Always big, good rule of thumb, increasing your water intake and adding a little bit of lemon for extra cleansing will be really powerful during this next 2-month process as well. And then we'll explore some ideas around different ways that you can start to not eat as much, right? So this is a time for clearing out and renewing. So we don't want to add in new stuff. So safe ways to fast or to pull back on your eating habits throughout the day. Some of the green foods you can think about starting to incorporate, every single day. Incorporating green foods is going to be really powerful. And I'm working to provide you guys with tons of really great creative recipes, but also getting really creative yourself and having a relationship to your own food as medicine and how you connect to your cooking and nourishing of yourself. So here's a simple list of green foods. We're also going to dig a little bit deeper into therapeutic processes or benefits of green foods in your diet week by week per each organ system. So leafy greens, broccolis, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, grasses, so the wheat grasses, sprouts, sea veggies, cucumber, celery, avocado, green apples, green grapes, cilantro, and all of the herbs, especially these guys, alfalfa, fennel, nettle, oat straw, red raspberry leaves. So this is something you guys can think about having like a weekly shopping list to make sure when you're in the grocery store looking for organic, whole, green foods. Remember, it's green time of year, so the like builds like, and the more green that you can get into your body, the more you're going to harmonize with this energy. Another thing we're going to be looking at is planning. This is a picture of a ritual dream journal by Dragon Carry Apothecary. I love these journals. They're really wonderful for planning and manifesting, but making sure that maybe even buying yourself a new journal, a new calendar to start fresh and sort out those seeds of activities, preparing your toolbox, making sure you have the notebooks you need, a scheduling tool, and then being able to vision and dream and write it down. So this is going to be a really big cornerstone for this program together. I highly recommend, again, getting a fresh calendar and also getting a fresh journal that is just for this process that you can vision in and dream and begin to create and manifest and fill in your schedule with all the amazing activities that you're going to want to be engaging in to build your health and creative pursuits this year. Also looking at organizing. So again, liver, wood, gallbladder energy is all about organizing. Spring cleaning, clearing things out, building systems and spaces, and anchoring into a morning routine. So these are all things that you can categorize and think about setting up or tilling the field, so to speak, for the year of wellness. So again, spring cleaning, everybody knows the old adages about spring cleaning. It's the time to get rid of stuff. It's the time to get the baseboards, vacuum out the back of the cupboards, just kind of clear stuff so you have a clean slate. This also means clearing out old limiting belief systems, emotional patterns, and habits that aren't serving you anymore. And as you clear and connect and disconnect from things that don't serve you and get more connected to purpose and more connected to your potential, you start to have space to build systems or spaces to help you grow into that. Maybe that's a new schedule. Maybe that's a new workout routine. Maybe that's clearing out a corner of your house to have an art studio or to clear off your desk so that you can write every day. Really looking at this idea of building some systems or spaces where you can do the work over the next few weeks, but also setting up the tone for creation over the year. And can't stress enough the power of a morning routine. We talked about the direction of east, the rising sun, renewal, reconnecting to these purposes, these journalings, these lectures, the stuff that you're learning, and restoring that commitment to your excellence every single day, even if it's just a few minutes. Everybody has 5 minutes in the morning. So you can expect to do a lot of organizing over the next few weeks with us together to create this new potential for health and well-being. When we look at this process of connecting to our purpose, we're going to be revisiting this, organizing with it, renewing it, connecting to it, so that maybe one day we're going to find the place where our dreams and reality collide. So we want to dream and vision together. We're going to look at our patterns in a safe space. Look for the why. Every day asking why. Why are you doing what you're doing? Are you on your course? Are you following your pathway? Give permission for yourself to make changes, to make decisions, to make actions. Make those choices and follow the vision. So this first week, I invite you to play around with the brainstorming activity and looking at the dreams, the visions, the whys. Give yourself permission to take some action around it. Make a vision board, be abstract, get connected, and notice the potential and big picture that as we work together, will refine down into the core of your direction, your truth, and your potential through this process and through mastering your wood element energies. I look forward to hearing from everyone this week. I hope you guys can engage in the chat and engage in the members area, start tapping into recipes, ideas, concepts, share your dreams, share your visions, and together we will tap in this journey as a supportive community in creating mastery of the wood element. We look forward to seeing you guys next week for our live call. And I hope everyone is having a beautiful beginning to spring and connecting to their wood element constitution.